Imagine waking up tomorrow covered in thick gorilla fur. At first, it might sound like a superpower, but by noon, that same fur could kill you. Every lion, bear, wolf, elephant, and chimpanzee wears a natural coat every day. Humans are the strange exception. Why would evolution spend millions of years growing fur, only to remove almost all of it? Scientists have debated this mystery for decades. The answer isn't fashion, it isn't beauty, it isn't even comfort. The real answer begins nearly 2 million years ago under the blazing African sun. Life on the savannah wasn't just difficult. Every single day was a survival test. Most predators could run faster than humans. They were stronger, better armed, and far more dangerous. So how did humans become the world's greatest hunters? Not with claws, not with fangs, not with speed. The answer was something invisible, something every healthy person is doing right now: sweating. Nature didn't make humans stronger than other predators. It made us cooler, literally. Most predators hunt with explosive speed. They sprint, catch their prey within seconds, or they fail. Every chase is a race against exhaustion. Humans played a completely different game. Instead of outrunning animal, we simply refused to stop. Hour after hour, our ancestors followed the same animal under the burning sun. Every step pushed the prey closer to its limit. The antelope had one fatal weakness: thick fur trapped heat inside its body like a heavy winter coat. Humans had discovered evolution's secret weapon. Millions of sweat glands worked like a built-in cooling system. As the animal slowed, the human kept moving. Not because we were stronger, but because we stayed cooler. This strategy had a name: persistence hunting. It turned endurance into one of the deadliest weapons evolution ever created. But this incredible ability came with a price. Thick body hair became an enemy instead of an advantage. Generation after generation, individuals with slightly less body hair survived the heat just a little better and passed those traits to their children. Over hundreds of thousands of years, humanity transformed into something almost no other large mammal had ever become: nearly hairless. If body hair was holding us back, evolution had one more job to finish. But strangely, it stopped. Evolution rarely keeps something without a reason. Every surviving feature has a cost and a purpose. The human brain is one of the most energy-hungry organs ever produced by evolution. It also hates overheating. Head hair works like natural insulation. It helps reduce direct sunlight while still allowing heat to escape. Different climates shape different hair textures. Tight curls lifted hair away from the scalp, creating airflow while reducing solar heat. But surviving the sun wasn't the only challenge. Tiny enemies were waiting much closer. Long before medicine existed, parasites could weaken entire families. Good grooming wasn't about looking attractive, it was about staying alive. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence that ancient humans cared deeply about appearance. They collected pigments, shells, feathers, and decorative objects. At some point, hair stopped being just biology. It became communication. Without saying a single word, your hairstyle could reveal your group, your age, your experience, or even your confidence. No one knows who gave the first haircut. There are no names, no paintings, and no written records, but someone had to be first. Long before steel scissors existed, our ancestors shaped stone into blades sharp enough to cut skin, scrape hides, and probably trim hair. A haircut wasn't just about comfort. It reduced tangles, removed parasites, and made daily life easier. But humans rarely stop at survival. We transform useful things into meaningful things. Hair became one of the first languages humans ever spoke, without saying a single word. Thousands of years later, that silent language still exists. We just speak it differently. A buzz cut, long curls, dyed hair, a beard. Every choice tells a story before you ever introduce yourself. We think we're expressing ourselves. In reality, we're continuing a conversation our ancestors started thousands of generations ago. The tools have changed, the styles have changed, but the reason we care about our hair has remained surprisingly familiar. Hair began as protection, it became survival, then identity, and today, it's still one of the first things the world notices about us. The next time you look in the mirror, don't just see your hairstyle. See millions of years of survival, adaptation, and human history staring back at you. Every strand on your head is a reminder that evolution isn't just written in fossils. It's written on you. The story of human hair was never really about appearance. It was about staying alive long enough to become who we are today. Sometimes the biggest clues about our past aren't buried underground. They're growing quietly on our heads every single day. And maybe that's the most fascinating part of being human. We carry the evidence of our ancestors with us every single day. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden story behind something as ordinary as human hair, you're going to love what's next. Because every part of the human body has a story. Every habit has an origin. And every mystery brings us one step closer to understanding ourselves. If this video made you see the world a little differently, subscribe to Mind Unfolded and join us for the next journey. Until then, stay curious.